Welcome to Math 140, College Mathematics with Review. My name is Catherine Kozak. I am the teacher of the course. I'd like to give you a little orientation to the course so you can find out information that's going on and where things are and the structure of the course. This is the home page of the course. When you click on the course name from your Canvas list, this will bring you directly into this page. On this page, you're going to see Start Here, modules, syllabus, and more resources. The Start Here takes you directly to where you should start the course with. And then it also takes you to what we call the modules. The modules also takes you directly to the same place. So these are kind of redundant, but this lets you go directly to modules later, not just to Start Here. The syllabus is also posted here. Please read the syllabus. It's available to you and it has great information in it. More resources has some other things for you to use throughout the course. On the syllabus, you're going to see I suggest using a thing called Desmos, and that will give you, the more resources has some ideas of how to use Desmos and some videos for making things happen on Desmos. So that's basically where all the material is for the course. I'm going to give you a little bit of orientation to Canvas just to get you an idea of where things are. Over here, this is known as the Toolbar of Canvas. You are here on the home screen. Assignments will take you directly to all the assignments that are happening in the course, though those are also available in the modules. Grades will allow you to see how you're doing in the course, keep track of your grades. People is where you can go into and sign up for different groups, so we're going to look at that in a little bit. Pages, that's up to you if you want to use pages. It's not that useful. But it's there if you want to go directly to a specific page. I don't think you'll find that as useful as it looks like, so I wouldn't go there. Syllabus is so that you can read the syllabus also. It's just another way to find the syllabus. Modules, again, is just another way to find the modules. Announcements, every once in a while I'll put an announcement in the course. Please read those. You are required to do some discussions, so you'll see this discussion here. It will take you directly to the discussions, though they're also linked in the modules. Conferences are if you would like to try to meet online through there, but I will show you a better way for us to meet online. The Canvas student guides, if you're new to Canvas, it will show you how to do certain things. And if you've used Canvas in the past, you might still want to look at these to find out how to submit things and look at information. The college information is also there for you to look at. In addition, Canvas always has this to do over here on the right side of the screen that kind of tells you what things are coming up, so you know what activities need to be worked on right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going into the Start Here. So we'll click on Start Here. Sometimes it's a little slow to get there. And now we're in the Start Here, and it goes directly to this course welcome module. In this course welcome module is your README First, which you obviously found if you're watching this because this video is in the README First. But I want to just point it out again. In here is some information. I make sure you've read this whole README First. The orientation worksheet, this is for you to take and work on to help you do the course and understand the structure of the course. So please do that. It is due on Sunday. So make sure you've done that. There's an introduction to the instructor, an introduction to me. Please read that. Office hours. I realize that those are my office hours. It gives you an idea of when I'm going to be in my office. I realize that you can't come to my office necessarily in an online course, but that doesn't mean we can't meet. If I go into office hours, you can see the hours that I'm actually available, but you can also see that we can actually meet online using this link here. So if you click on this link, it's going to open something called Zoom, and that will allow us to actually talk directly with each other from on our computers. If you can't use your computer, you can also dial in. Just make sure you put the ID number in so that you can talk to me. So we can talk electronically. We don't have to physically be together. We can get extra help this way. In addition to this, we're going to have an introduction discussion. This is where you introduce yourself to the course. You're going to take a practice quiz because you'll be doing online quizzes. It's just a way to make sure you know how to take an online quiz. And then this is some information of how to be a successful online student. Please read that. And then this will allow you to click and submit the orientation. As you can see, the due date is right there. The solutions will post automatically the day after the orientation is due, the solutions will be posted. And then this first Zoom meeting, we are actually going to have where we will be meeting with each other and just for 5-10 minutes just to talk to each other, just make sure you know how the course works. And you'll click on this first Zoom meeting and this will be your sign up of how you sign up for it. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. So if you click on this link, it'll take you to the groups and then you can go and pick which group would you like to work in. You can just click on whichever one you want to take and do. I can't do that because I'm a teacher and not the student, so I can't actually pick one, but just pick a different time. As you can see, there's lots of times available for us to meet for just 10-15 minutes. So please fill that out. So, and you are required to do that. And the due date you can see is on the assignment. So going back, now I'd like to talk about the course itself. Below the start here is what is called the college mathematics portion of the course. This is kind of gives you an overview of the course. This course is actually 2 courses in one. There's a college mathematics portion, which is basically the material that you need to get college credit for the course. And then we also have an algebra review portion of the course. This is material that you need to know and learn to be successful in the college mathematics portion of the course. So this gives you that ability to learn this material, but this is the college mathematics course. The college mathematics information is arranged in chapters. As you can see, here's chapter 1. All the chapters are structured the same. I want to kind of go through how they're structured. Each one has an introduction to the chapter, kind of a start of what's going on. Then there will be chapter 1 notes. These notes actually have some PDFs if you want to download those, but these are also some videos that show you how to do particular information for the course. So these are videos for you to watch while you're doing the college mathematics portion of the course. Going back, you can then also see that there are chapter 1 homework videos. So in the online book, or in the course book, I should say, there are homework problems that you can do. We're not going to be doing them this semester, but you can do those. This is giving you an idea of how to do some of those. So again, it's just more information to help you in solving some of the homework problems and some of the problems that are in the book. There is a chapter 1 discussion. This is where you have to post 3 different times, either posting questions or answering other people's questions. And then we're going to have some chapter 1 homework. So the homework is actually online. As you can see, if you get this error, just hit the refresh button up in the upper button, and it refreshes it. And then you can see here's your questions. You just take them, answer the questions, and then at the bottom, then I have you check your answers. So you can go ahead and do that and go through those homework questions. And that's how you will be submitting your homework. And then there's a conclusion to every chapter. And then there's this how to view feedback on assignments. That's really more now for the tests, but it's just if you want to look at that. So it just gives you an idea of how to look at stuff, mostly for stuff that's being submitted. So that's how every chapter is arranged. Chapter 2 is the exact same, but also in Chapter 2 is a test 1, which is over chapters 1 and 2, so there'll be a link in there. At the moment it's not active, but once it is active, you can click on it and get the take-home test for these 2 chapters. This is the take-home test, which you would then submit online through this link here. So you come back to the same link to submit that online, and then you can take that test, and then how to view the feedback will show you how to view that feedback on that test. As you can see, Chapter 3 then comes next, but then comes Chapter 7. So we're not doing the course necessarily in the order that you see it. It is going to be a little bit slightly different order. So Chapter 7 will come next. It just works out a little bit better than that. As you can see with Chapter 7, there is a test also, but this one is actually a proctored test. And you can sign up for it by, again, clicking on this and going into the sign up. and picking the different times. It's not active just yet as to sign up for that, but it will be later. And there is a review for that and some solutions to those reviews. And then the test is in person, either in Flagstaff, at the Lone Tree campus, or at some other location. If you don't live in Flagstaff, you can find a proctor from where you live. And then we do go back to chapter 4, and then chapter 5. Same thing, we'll have a test over chapter 5, which is a take-home test, and it'll be posted in the chapter 5. It's over 4 and 5 together. And then your chapter 10 would be the last chapter right before the final. And then your final would have the same thing where you sign up to when to take the final. After that is also an algebra review portion of the course. So this is where you're learning the material that you would have learned in a prerequisite course, but instead we've embedded it into this course. Much of the algebra review actually comes right before you actually need it in the college level material, but not always, just because of ordering of material. Sometimes it doesn't work as nicely as that. But a lot of times you'll find that they work out beautifully. But since algebra has to build on itself, you won't always find it matching up perfectly with what we're doing in the college mathematics portion. So please read the algebra review portion of the course. There is some instructions on how to do things, a background into the course, attributions of who we got this information from. This intermediate algebra textbook is just for your reference. You don't need the book. It is an online book. It's free to download, but you don't need it. It's just more for you. Just like we signed up for the meeting with me, there's also, you're going to have to do group work in the algebra portion of the course, and you have to sign up for the group. So again, if you click on this, you can go into the group sign up page, and then you can pick which group you want to be involved in. I'll have to look at fixing that link. Sorry, that link didn't work exactly right, but it's basically the same idea. All right, so now I want to just show you kind of the structure of the algebra portion of the course. So each one of these is in lessons instead of chapters. So we have lesson A, which is kind of material, just kind of reminding you things that you learned in beginning algebra that you need for the course. I'm going to skip lesson A because lesson A doesn't have everything that the other lessons have. So we'll go to lesson B, but lesson A kind of is similar to these. Lesson B has, again, an introduction to kind of what's going on. There's a supplemental instruction sheet. This is for you to download and use to take notes on while you're watching the video. The video you must watch and then click a little button that says you watched each video. The instruction sheet is just to give you something to kind of do directed notes while watching the videos. It's not turned in, but it's something for you to kind of look at. But the videos you do need to watch, it is required for you to watch them. Make sure you check on it. I would highly suggest you do the instruction sheets so that you can have something to take notes with. Because you will be learning this material through the videos, and then you'll be learning more of it through group work that you'll be doing together. You'll download that group work and go into your group section, which I'll show you how that works here, and then you'll be able to go through and do that. And then you would see the solutions will actually show up again after the due date. Right now they're not active, but they will show up. Then you also have online homework for that. So once you've done the group work, you would then turn in the online homework that you would do on your own. And then there's a quiz. After the homework, you'll take a quiz over the algebra. The quiz is online, so you can use any materials you want on that quiz. It is the only test you're going to have over the algebra review portion. There are no tests on the algebra review portion at all in this course, but you'll be doing the quizzes as your test basically. And then the solutions to the quizzes will be showing up right after here. And then there's the conclusion to each lesson. So each lesson has the same thing. As you can see, there's A, B, C, D, all the way through H, lesson H. So make sure you do those. And then after that, you'll have the final exam. And again, a sign up for that. And the last thing I just want to show you is back up here, actually right over here. This very last bar, farthest to the left bar, has places where you can go into your different courses you want. But I want to go into calendar. So we're going to go into calendar. And when I go into calendar, this will show me what is happening. So right now, the 26th is right here. That's the start of the course. This kind of gives you an idea of what you're supposed to do. We're going to go to the next month so you can see a little bit more. As you can see, it shows you what you're supposed to be working on each day. This tells you that the lesson A group work is due that day. This says to start lesson B. It doesn't mean anything's due that day. It's just telling you this is what you're supposed to do that day. And then these are the things that are due with that. And then this is when the first Zoom meeting is due. And you can see all the different things you'll be doing. Then you see start chapter 1 is over here. I'm sorry, start chapter 2. Start chapter 1 was back on the first day. As you can see, you can be working on the algebra review material at the same time you can be working on the college level math review, college level material. So make sure that you look at the calendar to find out what you're supposed to be doing each day. As you can see, chapter 1 homework is due on this date. And so you can look through and find all that information for your course. And that's basically what this course is like. I'd like to go back into the course just really fast and show you one more thing. I'm going to actually leave my student view because I can't go into where I want to show you. And you're going to be going into these lessons. And I want to kind of show you your group work, how your group works. So your group structure here, if you go into your group, and you can get to that group over here by clicking on groups. I can't do that because I'm not in a group because I'm a teacher, but you can get to the same place by clicking on groups. You have to sign up for that group again. The first week, make sure you've done that because you'll be having something to do that first week. In the group section, you also have announcements. You have pages. You can see who's in your group. You can see your discussion. You make discussions. You can post files. You can do conferences and collaborations. Again, that's up to your group. But make sure that everything's done in your group is done online because that's how I see what's going on. If you go into pages, what you will see is lesson A is posted. I will post each lesson after the previous one ends. If you go into lesson A, you can see this is actually the worksheet that you must fill out. You can actually fill it out directly here. If you edit it, you can actually type directly into here. You can type anything you want. You can say that this is 1.5 or whatever the answer is. As you can see, whatever you type there works. If you want to type in an equation, up here there's different things you can put in. The equation is the one that looks like a square root. If you click on that, this allows you to type in different equations. You can do subscripts, superscripts, fractions, square roots, different roots, and a bunch of other different things that you might want to have. You can also do Greek letters. You can do different operators if you want. You can do less than or greater than symbols. You can do arrows. Many different things you can do. Some other miscellaneous things. If you want to do, let's say, a fraction, let's say you want to type in the fraction 4/5, type 4, click down here, type in 5, and then say insert equation. And as you can see, 4/5 now is showing up right there. Anybody can type in this. You can all just type directly in it. And so I would suggest using this as a way to submit your work. I'm going to get rid of this and not save anything because that's not the right answer. And you don't want that answer in there. So this is where you're going to do everything. Everything must be done in the group section of the course, or I won't be able to see that you work together. I will be giving grades based on who actually worked together. Thank you very much.